wanted to just link. I really hope that. What are you talking about, Mummy? What is he talking about? Can I be an event photographer, Mummy? I haven't thought about this, Mummy.
But then what'll happen is they'll go, oh, cool, I can go to art school just to go to concerts all day and take pictures of bands?
Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, right on. You know? You know, I'm sure there's I'm sure there are ways to do concert photography well.
Oh, yeah. There's great event photography and great concert photographers specifically. Like, someone had to take that picture of Lemmy.
Yeah, but the thing is, man, the people that we went to school with, like, you know, or just the people that go to go to AI and do that sort of thing.
You were telling me when you were president of the student council and like you had to sit in as a representative of your major basically. Like some kid came to you and had a sketchbook just full of Sonic.
Yeah.
Okay, that made me really sad.
And
that made me more sad than I can even put into words today.
I had to, level with them. I had to say, hey, there's something that can be said about emulating other artists, and for the most part, you do when you start off as an artist, you kind of look at those that you enjoy and you like, anything that resonates with you, and you tend to copy it. And you copy it up until a point until you have your own voice. Yeah. You have your own style. And so it's like, yeah, that's cool that you found something that you like, that resonates with you, and that you enjoy drawing. Because that's what's most important, is that you're enjoying doing it. But man, you got to stop drawing Sonic. Oh, what do you mean? Like, you just can't do it all the time. You gotta stop doing it. Like, you're never gonna get a job drawing Sonic. You're not gonna get through your classes only drawing Sonic. You need to learn some other stuff. Just come back to Sonic after you've learned other things, and you'll be way better at drawing Sonic. And they it was almost like in one, like it was that kind of attitude of like, thank you for your input, but but I think I'm right. And the sad thing is that if it wasn't for me saying that, being there, the school would have rather preferred I didn't say that, basically.
Oh, yeah. They would rather you say, like...
Good job, come on
just encourage him and not in any way dissuade him from attending, because telling him you need to do more than Sonic might actually intimidate someone. They might not actually want growth. They think they do. But in that case, they just want to keep drawing Sonic. And in that case, it's like, what do you actually want out of this program? Like, what do you hope to get? Yeah. Do you think... What do you honestly expect? Do you think you're just gonna like turn this into your professional Sonic drawing somehow?
And I asked, I said, what do you think you would do with this? And they said, I don't know, work on video games or something. And I said, do you think every video game features Sonic characters? And I mean, that was when I started like getting a little short with them, because they just weren't getting it, and they were just, no, I guess not. I was like, yeah, it's a good tool to have in your arsenal as an artist, but don't just draw Sonic. And so, just like photography, photographers are like, man, I can't wait to take another black and white photo of the train tracks, receding into the vanishing point, man. Yeah. I can't wait to go to the concert again and take more photos, man.
I can't wait to take a photo of like a train passing by someone, and the person's just like standing still, but the train's like broken it, so it's like blurry, right? Or I'll like pan with the train, so like it's it's clear, but the person's like blurry. Speaking of Sonic, oh man, I'm really gonna do a lot with this. How many photographers are graduating with me? 100. That's a lot. This is a small job market. How many? I did not think this through. Another one looking to lie. Oh, and I'm one to talk. I have a degree in filmmaking, and I hate myself every day for it. When I was borderline suicidal in 2014, I would look at my degree every day and go, I should burn you.
But the thing
I should just set you on fire.
But that adds more, I don't know, truth or honesty or legitimacy when you make a joke, because you're that person in a way. You're not in a way. You're not at the taking the photos thinking you're still doing it.
I'm not the Sonic kid. Yeah. I'm
Oh yes.
I fucked up. I got hornswoggled. I fell for the same manipulative recruiting techniques that they have been sued by the federal government for, which I think most people did.
Yeah, we all got duped.
I think most people, to most people's credit, I think we're not talking about Bayonetta very much, but that's fine. You can just watch it and it's awesome. To most people's credit, I think they had the same questions, the same concerns. What are my chances of getting a job with this? Because obviously there's not a lot of artwork to be had out there. And so when someone tells you, oh, we have an 86% job placement rate within 6 or 9 months or whatever for graduates in this field, and in this field it's
mine
like
was
95.
in the 90s.
Yeah, I was going to say, some of them are like 90, 95%.
Oh,
you look at that, it's like, holy shit, even if I'm one of the few who don't get a job within 6 months, they're still probably going to help me. You know, and that proves that I have a degree worthwhile, if nothing else. And so, you know, I'm sure in that 6 months, I'm going to get a lot of help. I'll probably find a job within a year.
Exactly.
You know?
If you're not in the 90 or 80% within the 6 months, you're just like, okay, I guess I'll just wait for another 6 months. And then odds say that I should have it by that point.
And so that's the main reason I went in. That was my concern. I'm like, I don't know. I know for filmmaking, there are a lot of practical elements to it. You know, camera work, sound recording, sound editing, that can be applied broadly in a lot of different places. And so I also had that in mind, but seeing specifically that it had like an 80, I think high 80s was the quoted job placement rate. And so I looked at that and I'm like, okay, yeah. You know, I have my doubts, but I know I'd have my doubts about anything I studied. So this is as good a course of any, and I'm excited about it. And I fucked up. I just fucked up, that's all. To this day, I still look at my diploma. I'm like, maybe I should burn you. No, I should frame you.
Wait until the Art Institute becomes or disaccredited or
Discredited would be great.
Yeah, and then look at it and be like, this is just paper.
Yeah.
And just light it on fire. Or save it as a relic.
Yeah.
What was the Art Institute's, Grandpa?
Well, let me tell you. It's where you went when you had a great opportunity for an education for free on the government's dime as a thank you for your service, and you fucked it up. You blew the whole thing.
I like how when you're old, you sound like a toned-down Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
Back to Bayonetta and the whole argument about, you know, her not being sexist or the game being sexist for making her. Listen to the way she sounds when she's throwing attacks.
She sounds like a woman at the gym doing reps.
She sounds like Jillian Michaels beating your ass. Like, like real, probably deeper than some men, you know, she's not making those orgasm sounds when she's fighting. She's like, ah.
Look at the way she runs. Like, she walks with, you know, a sexy gait, but that is just a run. Just this very broad, wide-legged kind of stance, like she's gonna tackle somebody.
Straight, like, forward, like, you know, what, T-1000 arm movement?
Yeah.
No, she sounds, powerful. She's like,
Yeah, it's not like the usual attack sounds you get, which are like, hi-ya!
Yeah.
Ha! Or are that kind of the aggressive orgasmic version of when they're getting beat up. You know, it just sounds like she's beating some angel ass. Or getting ready to.
Aw, pretty.
Flowers. Uh-oh.
There's something really cool about that, though, that they are angels. So nice things happen.
Yeah.
Flowers bloom and stuff, but
I don't know if this is borne out in the fiction anywhere, but we talk about this a lot as we play the game, all the way to the end, but the angels are gross. They're wet. They're filled with, like, cranberry sauce and blister fluid. They're just disgusting, and they seem to me almost like they're just uppity demons who decided, you know, I'm better than this, and kind of housed themselves in ceramics or something. Like, bound their form in something white and gold and said, I'm beautiful now. I'm an angel. I mean, Look at that. That doesn't. That looks like a monster.
Yeah, they
all
look,
the angels
yeah.
we fight look like fucked up monsters. They're gold and white. And yeah, flowers bloom and they live in light, but once you strip all that away, they're just like, they look like they hate fucked a pizza. Look at that! Look how gross that is. It looks like a cricket.
So juicy and wet.
So wet.
And they're all just creepy baby faces.
Yeah.
And
Then they all have creepy baby faces or like fucked up bird faces.
although Joy's pretty cool.
Yeah. But
Which-
even Joy is still just blister fluid underneath.
And Joy is definitely built more out of the be prepared to fight your own self kind
Oh
of.
yeah, they're a light version of the Yep, punish him until he's just yep.
Love the
You
little
do it, Bayo.
pentagrams that pop up as like attack, like POW stars.
Oh yeah, I never noticed that
Yeah,
before.
I
Yeah,
just now noticed that. Well, there's a saying in design that like good design is invisible,
Yeah.
and it's just one of those things that it makes so much sense to have the little cartoony POW stars come off as little pentagrams. You just don't notice it because it fits in perfectly.
Yeah, and you know you're too busy with everything else to really notice it, but it's if it was noticeable, that'd be a problem. Because then it would be distracting even. We've all played games where there's some element of the HUD or your spells or your guns or something that physically gets in the way of playing the game. I don't know how many first-person shooters I've got pissed at because my health got low, so everything goes grayscale.
Yeah.
Everything goes grayscale, the sound drops out, and there's just like red vignetting on everything, so I can't hear, I can't differentiate, and I had no peripheral vision. Now the game's even harder. Just kill me. Just make my health lower and kill me at that point. There's no fucking point.
Yeah, that's like the story of the game Soma, is that they try to make it a little bit more of a game than a walking simulator, and so they try to make it a little bit more of a horror game as opposed to like a narrative-driven story game, and so you get beat up a little bit and you walk so slow, and everything's all blurry and red, and it's just like, just kill me, like just you might as well just die just to start over.
So this guy is really big, so you can get a really good look at how gross the angels are. He's like an anatomy study.
Ugh.
Look at him.
Yeah.
You can see the gluteus maximus
It's
right
like
there.
those science museum exhibits that
where they like took all the skin and they like infused it with wax. They basically
Yeah.
petrified it, but with wax.
or they
instead.
like pump. God, there was one in Utah, I swear. Yeah.
Oh man,
it was-
Gamora's awesome.
So there was like a thing, and it was a type of exhibit where I think they pumped some kind of rubber through a corpse's veins and stuff, and then they let maggots decompose and eat the flesh around it.
So
and
there's
then-
just like the circulatory
Yeah.
system. Yeah, I've there's one of those exhibits that goes around the country, and it's just to look at the body. Basically, it's preserved in various methods like that. And one of the displays is like you have like a whole person, and then like their musculature, and then their circulatory system, and then their nervous system.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck you pull someone's nervous system out of their body. God damn, it's
tiny
I mean,
tweezers.
it's the brain and the eyes, of course, and the spinal column, but then all the little nerves running all the way down to as far as the nerves run. Ugh.
I'm trying to think how
Angels
you
are gross.
pronounce that.
Joy, 3 marches. I don't know. There's a moment in Metal Gear Solid 5 where the program that created the program that created Solid Snake was called Les Enfants Terribles, which is French for the terrible children. And apparently, Revolver Ocelot hates the French and hates French, and so he just pronounces it Les Enfants Terribles.
Nice. I love when people dedicate themselves to mispronouncing something on purpose, and they never break from that.
Yeah, Ocelot's a part of the conspiracy that made that program, so he knows exactly how it's pronounced. He's just being a dick. Plus, he's like a quadruple agent, and so I don't think he gives a shit.
I like when Bayonetta has genuine like wonderment and excitement on her face.
Yeah. You don't see it very often. Because another part of her character is that she's very, very confident. She's in control all the time.
Like sometimes she's just straight up like, "Whoa, what is that?"
And the lead singer for Nightwish last night, Flora Jansen, she was very... She wasn't doing anything sexual, like, while she was singing.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't being overtly sensual, but it's just the way she moves while she sings.
Oh.
Like, she gets her whole body into
Yeah.
it. And it can't help but just have the sensuality to it. Like, I'm loving her music on, you know, as a fan of the music and all that, and I'm not objectifying her. I just realize that sometimes it just, people get into it.
Mm-hmm. There's I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I have an example of there's a band called Isley, and they're 3 sisters, all just really attractive, and then like a cousin and a brother, and one of the women, they all sing and play instruments, but I feel like they're really 2 front women, and one of them plays a keyboard and sings, and I remember seeing them in concert one time, and just, she was so sexy. She wasn't doing anything sexual, like dancing or touching herself or making any noise. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like she wasn't
yeah.
she wasn't like brushing her neck with her fingertips or doing anything like that. She was just rocking and swaying and moving her head and just, you know, just something really attractive and about it. And it was the best.
Like there's a confidence to what they're doing in what they're doing that Bayonetta has here. Like I said, you said it's rare to see that wonderment on her face because she's always just confident and in control of the moment. And there's something very sexy about anyone, but especially women, probably because I'm a man, when they just have that confidence to them. Even if Bayonetta wasn't a sexualized character, like she would still probably come across like that from time to time just because she's in control like that. Like the Flora Jansen, she was singing, like she's doing a fucking amazing job, and she just has this confidence in everything that she's doing.
Yeah.
And I told you, like, the first band that went up, Delane, had a very attractive female guitarist. And part of that was just she was really good at playing that goddamn guitar.
Yeah.
Like, on top of everything else. And so, yes, you know, we're men, and so we have our perspective on this. And
straight men.
Yeah.
Internet, don't get pissed. We know not all men are into the same thing.
Yeah. We're straight men who like to look at women's butts, but would never in a million years, how do I put this, be assholes toward women.
Yeah.
Because we feel they owe us anything. We both heard about the Gamergate movement and kind of wanted to throw up. Actually, we kind of wanted to find one of them and suplex them through a table. Like, if we could just do that, suplex them through tables one at a time, I think we're strong enough.
I just feel like there's enough people to take the high road that we could take the low road and just fight.
You know, one of my favorite comics while I was still reading The Escapist was they made a joke about what's that anime with the sad boy and the robots? The popular one.
I'm sure there are. Sad boy, it's not Gurren Lagann, is it?
No, that's the opposite. It's a happy boy and a robot. But,
I don't. Is it it's not a Gundam, is it?
No, not Gundam.
I don't know,
God,
man.
I suddenly can't remember.
They're all sad boys with robots.
Well, they are all sad boys with robots after this one because this one was so iconic. Sad boy. Sad boy with robot anime. I'm Googling this right now. What do we get? Oh, come on. No, not Fully Cooley. He's not a sad boy. Oh, wait. I know. You are not alone. There we go. Evangelion.
Oh, okay.
They made a joke about Evangelion and how it's kind of hard to take seriously.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Explain it to me, but I remember this.
Okay, I'll explain it for the sake of... Yeah, they make a joke about Evangelion, how it's hard to take seriously because the kid is always surrounded by these sexy ladies that are coming on to him, and the main character of the comic is like, fuck her. Yeah. And then the sexy guy, she's like, fuck him, fuck somebody.
You fuckless fucks or something.
Yeah, basically,
like,
yeah. And then
the
kid's dad is like, hey son, I made you this awesome ass robot, and here's some sexy women for you to hang out with, and then he runs off crying. And so people who read the comic got mad at them about that, and the next comic they made was them addressing the people who got mad. And it's a guy sitting in a chair with like a glass of port and a smoking jacket but no pants. And he talks about how we could discuss how people have differences of opinion and how they can interpret a moment differently, and how one person's past can influence how they interpret that moment, etc., etc. Like, that'd be the high road. We're not taking the high road.
Yeah.
And then it's pictures of like Evangelion on a Doritos bag. And
Yeah.
It's like Evangelion. It's like quotes from people like Evangelion is serious, deep and serious. And it's like Evangelion Doritos bag and a hug pillow and shilling Burger King.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
That's the best fuck you I've ever seen, I think.
There was another comic of theirs that was also a low road kind of thing, and it was a little less obvious than that, but it was and it could even not even be this at all. But there was an image of the girl character in the comic, and there was a bunch of fans around her, and the fans had the little things tied to the grate, so you could see they were blowing.
Yeah.
And someone in the comments was like, "What does this mean?" Or something like that, to that effect. And I don't remember the circumstances surrounding it, or the previous comments, or whatever, the previous comics that they made. They seem to have pissed people off on a regular basis. But someone in the comments just said, "Fans blow." And then someone acknowledged that as like, yep, kind of like that's what it was supposed to be.
Oh, look at that landing right there. Goddamn. Every moment. Every movement she makes.
Yeah, it's great, and that's how you know it's genuine, because it's everywhere, everything she does.